This is my last message addressed to the people of South Africa. I, without qualification, apologize for the pain and the hurt and the indignity and the damage that apartheid has done to black, brown and Indians in South Africa.
I hope that you can forgive me.
I want to use this medium to apologize to South African men for ever daring compare them to Nigerian men.
This is my last message addressed to the people of South Africa. I, without qualification, apologize for the pain and the hurt and the indignity and the damage that apartheid has done to black, brown and Indians in South Africa. I do so not only in my capacity as the former leader of the National Party, but also as an individual. My conversion, to which I refer, didn't end with the admission to myself of the total unacceptability of apartheid. It motivated us in the National Party to take the initiatives we took. From the time that I became leader of the National Party, and more specifically, during my presidency. The road forward is a difficult one. But I firmly believe that if we take hands, and if all the reasonable people in South Africa put their heads together, we can overcome the challenges we face, and we can fulfill the tremendous potential that South Africa has.
To my South African brothers and sisters, I took my page back off of private, and during that time I did some self-reflection, read y'all's comments, heard where you were coming from, when you said things like, I can't breathe, talking about George Floyd because you felt disrespected by the Zulu parade, and that makes perfect sense to go to that level. I heard your comments when you were saying I deserve to be killed by police. I saw, you know, all these things that you said, and I understood so well that during the time that my page was on private, I flew to New Orleans. It's raining now, and it's beautiful. Unfortunately, the Zulu parade isn't happening. However, there are some Zulu bars. I don't know if y'all were aware of that. And it's probably worse than the parade, to be honest with you. So we're going to find out together, okay? 10 out of fucking.
Hello everybody. This isn't the type of video that I would usually put on my social media, but I felt inclined to do so because I don't think I can run away from the problem or hide from it any longer. A few months ago, I had said something on the internet that maybe wasn't my place. It wasn't for me to say. I was interviewing a musician whose name is Kenneth Govender. You might know him as Kenny G. And I revealed something to him that maybe wasn't my place to reveal.
Your music is used at weddings and family functions, specifically when people are waiting for the food to arrive. Were you aware of that?
I did not know that, Phil.
From the bottom of my heart, I want to apologize to South Africa for revealing such a sensitive state secret. I commit to learning from this and doing better, and as a commitment to my apology, I will purchase a serving of biryani every time you hear a Kenny G song. I hope that you can forgive me.
I want to use this medium to apologize to South African men for ever daring compare them to Nigerian men. I realize it's not something I should have done when I stated emphatically that I'd rather go to war alongside 30 South African men than a million Nigerian men. I realize that that comparison should not be between Nigerian men and South African men. That would be degrading or depreciating or underrating South African men. I realize that comparison should be between Nigerian men and South African women. Yes, that's right, and I'm going to prove it. The truth is that South African women are more of real men than Nigerian men. I'm telling you the truth. I've seen lots of videos of South African women coming out in masses to take over their country. This is something you will never see from Nigerian men. We have this, we have that, we have that, but you see old men, old few men, they are politicians who are old and very few, keeping them abound, messing around with them, yet they could not do anything. They cannot take over their countries. So when comparisons like that are rendered, it should be between South African women and Nigerian men, because South African women are more of men than Nigerian men. I'm telling you the truth. Now listen to me, South African women. Let me tell you people how your men were able to make you people become great women. Because one of the things you really have to know about South African women is that they are independent, and that leads to their greatness. Now the truth is that South African men understand that permissiveness is not love. Unlike Nigerian men who move to overpamper their women and give them the impression that money grows on trees, pampering them at the expense of the society, South African men are rather focused in fixing their society and not pleasing their women. Because when you try to please a woman, you make her weak. You move her to weakness, and that is an evil ulterior tactic that Nigerian men use to weaken their women, so that their women can become dependent on them, so that they can always call the shots. This is an ulterior motive to enslave their women, such that their women will become lazy and docile. But that is not for a South African woman, because every South African woman knows that a man doesn't have your time. He's focused in ensuring that he's creating a conducive society, which in turn serves you as a South African woman and your children. A man's responsibility is not geared towards you as the woman. His responsibility is geared towards creating a workable and a systematic society, and that systematic society would in turn affect you and benefit you. If you have a systematic working society, what do you need a man for? What do you need a man for?
Hi guys. Okay, today I just wanna let you know that I will never talking about South Africans, and I will never say something about the Dula operation, and I just wanna focus on my own. I just want to do all my own things, you know. So I will never talk about South Africans, even at the operation. Yeah, I just want to stick on my own. But don't provoke me. As I say, I'll never talking about that. So don't take advantage of about my decision. So this is my decision, and I want to let you know, to those who have been offended, please, you have to find your a place in your heart to forgive and to forget what happened. You know, sometimes we have to, to realize. Of course, there is a lot of people that have been offended by my words, but that wasn't the fact that I was meaning. Like, sometimes we say things according to things that happen, you know. Sometimes, and you must know that the truth is hate, but to those who are being hate because of my words or my speech, please, you have to forgive and forget. So we just have to make friends right now. As I'm talking to you, we have to make friends from everybody who willing to move on. As I say that I will never talk about South Africans and the operation, whatever. So we have to be friends right now, but don't provoke me. If you bring the past, then we're gonna start from there. But you must understand what I'm talking today. I'm not going to talk about that. So don't take advantage, because I say I stopped talking about the Dula operation. I stopped talking about South African affairs. So I just want to stick on my own. As I told you, please, let's be friends. We are one people. Let's support each other. Let's love one another. It doesn't matter what tribe are you. It doesn't matter what kind of skin are you. Let's just move on and support. You know, the most important thing is that human, it's only the majority way that takes all categories. Yeah, so that's my words. So are we friends right now? Thank you.